Rather than, make a video that just sounds light and airy-fairy and positive all the time, I want to share with you the exact things that have gotten me to this point, and sometimes they involve Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what I wanted to share with you was 3 mindset shifts that will help you just live your best life. Now, I know a lot of people on YouTube talk about living your best life, which in reality is a concept that is extremely subjective. Every single person's definition of success and living a good life totally differs from one another. But one thing I know for sure is that for most people, what they're trying to do is chase happiness, chase satisfaction, chase comfort, chase freedom. And so what I really wanted to do was share with you 3 mindset shifts that I've really made in my life that no matter what I'm trying to achieve, whether it be monetary success, whether it be more peace, more harmony, better relationships, these 3 mindset shifts are just transcendent across all these different areas of life and really truly do help me live the best life I can possibly live. So let me know in the comments below which one of these 3 are you going to work on most. And of course, if you are new around here, I would absolutely love for you to join the family and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. So one thing that I've realized is that so many people are so afraid of failure. So many people don't try new things, they don't get into relationships, they don't take action because they are so afraid of the worst case scenario. Additionally to this, humans have something called a negativity bias, meaning that we get fixated on the negatives of situations, and what we can quite often do as well is catastrophize the possibility of those negatives. Meaning that, let's say we take the scenario of starting a business. A lot of people think that if they start a business, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna lose all my money, all my friends are gonna ostracize me, and then I'm gonna be rejected from the whole entire universe, and it just isn't the case. What I want to share with you, however, is that no matter what it is that I'm trying to do, there is still always going to be a worst case scenario. There is still going to be the potential of risk. If I'm starting a business, if I'm trying to enter a new relationship, if I am trying to start a new hobby, of course, there is always going to be some risk associated with that. Maybe the risk is physical, maybe the risk is emotional, maybe I have risk of being embarrassed or hurt, or physically hurt, like some of the hobbies I have, like motorbike riding, I could literally be physically hurt. However, one of the mindset shifts that truly allowed me to feel so free and so capable of achieving anything that I wanted in life was that I am stronger than the worst case scenario. What I want you to do is really try to train yourself to get to the point that you truly believe that no matter what the outcome of any scenario, that you have the strength to get through it. Because the reality is that you do. Even if you profess your love to someone and they reject you, yes, it's going to be embarrassing, it's going to hurt, it may change your social structure for a little while, but you can get through it. Even if you want to try a new hobby or a new sport and there's some risks associated with that and you have the potential of getting hurt or getting injured, you can get through that. I think that we think that embarrassment or physical pain is like the end of the world, but it's just not. A quote that my mum actually shared with me many years ago that has honestly helped me so much in my life is that nothing is the end of the world until the end of the world. But also, we just don't realize how strong we actually are because for most of us, we just simply don't give ourselves the chance to prove it. And so really what I'm trying to share with you here, this first mindset shift that will truly help you live a better life, live your best life, is that you have to realize how strong you actually are. You'll do that through personal development work, whether that be journaling, overcoming your limiting beliefs, or whether that be just proving to yourself how strong you actually are by going out there and trying new things, trying risks, just doing it, as Nike would say. But prove to yourself how strong you are, because once you start to accumulate momentum in that feeling of strength, you'll be able to try so many new things and enjoy so much richness out of all different areas of life. The second mindset shift, and this is something I actually spoke about at great lengths in my most recent video, How to Stop Caring What People Think. I will leave it linked on the screen right now. But the second mindset shift that will truly transcend every single area of your life is that you have to realize that people do not care about you as much as you think that they do. Now hold on, because I know this might sound a little bit morbid. Of course, the people in your life, your loved ones, your friends, your family, they care about you. They want you to be successful, they love you, they want to see you happy and thriving. But one thing that holds so many of us back from trying new things, experiencing new areas of life, going after what we want, is that we think that every single person is like obsessed with us. We think that every single person we encounter is solely looking at us and judging us constantly. But it just isn't the case. Every single person out there, whether it be you're trying new things or, again, trying to enter a new relationship or wanting to start a new career, people aren't thinking about you as much as your mind is making out that you think they are. And again, I spoke about this in great lengths in last week's video, so I would definitely go check that one out. When it comes to living a good life, this whole video is about 3 mindset shifts to help you live your best life. One of the things that I know for sure makes up someone living their best life is growth, is trying new things, is the feeling of pride that you get when you challenge yourself or when you achieve a goal, or even when you don't achieve a goal, but you learn an incredible lesson along the way. If you're feeling like stuck in life right now, if you feel like you're just not moving forward and that's the reason why you're not able to live your best life, I guarantee you one of the most crippling things is probably because you're so worried about every single other person's opinions. When you can truly let that go and realize, again, like I've said, that people aren't thinking about you as much as you think that they are, it is the most freeing mindset shift that you can make. Again, I think that living your best life is contingent on the feeling of being happy and feeling free. And one of the biggest cages that we put on ourselves is this suffocating idea that everyone is just constantly fixated on every single one of our moves. And so we keep ourselves so small and so stuck and just so quiet in life. When you learn to live large and take risks and try new things, regardless of what the outcome is going to be, that truly will help you to live a better life and feel so much more happier in the process. The third mindset shift, this one, it doesn't sound as motivating as maybe the other two, but trust me, this was one of those ones that just it exploded my mind when I truly started to understand this. Life isn't always supposed to be good. I actually heard this quote from Brooke Castillo. She's the creator of the Life Coach School or the Life Coach Academy, and she's just an incredible entrepreneur online. And I listened to a podcast episode one time where she was talking about life is in fact a 50-50% split. 50% of life is going to be absolutely amazing and 50% of life is going to be challenging to some degree. I think this was so freeing for me and allowed me to live a much better quality of life. It allowed me to move so much more closer to my version of what I think living my best life looks like because I reduced all my expectations. I reduced the expectation that every single day was supposed to be amazing, that if I was going to do a morning routine, it had to be perfect, that if I was going to try something new, that I had to be good at it and I had to not quit at it. Like if I was going to be in relationships, that they were always going to be fulfilling and happiness inducing. It's just not reality. Like I am a positive and optimistic person and I'm always striving to find the joy and the gratitude in life, but realizing that challenge is just a part of the process. Heartache, grief, loss, sadness for no reason. All of this is just a part of the process. I think a lot of our suffering actually comes from not met expectations. The Buddhist philosophy of suffering is having attachment to things. And when we attach ourselves to the way that we think life should look because that's the way it looks on social media or that's the way we think other people's lives look, we can induce so much unnecessary suffering in our own lives. But when you realize that life is incredibly seasonal, incredibly malleable, it's like a roller coaster. Some days will be amazing and some days just won't be so great. And you become okay with that, life is just so much more manageable. And the reality is you want it to be full of highs and lows, because the lows, they're the parts where you grow. And the highs, they're the parts where you thrive. But you wouldn't feel so high and excited on life if you didn't have those lows. You wouldn't know that you were high and feeling good and celebrating and all these good feelings if you didn't have those lows as well. And so if you truly want to have a good life, finding peace with the seasons of life, finding peace with the fact that some days are going to be amazing, some days are going to be shitty, some days you're going to be productive, some days you're going to be lazy. It's all just a part of the journey. When you can find peace in that, no matter what your life looks like, no matter whether you're achieving your definition of success or whether you're in the process of doing so, you will feel so much more peaceful and so much more free, because you just reduce all of those unnecessary expectations of life. So maybe a little different to some of the mindset kind of live your best life focused videos. Maybe these are a little bit more cold hard truths, but I promise you, like, when I show up on this channel, my main intention is to really share with you the primary things that have helped me live the lifestyle that I'm living today, because I know that's the reason why so many people in this community follow me and enjoy my content, because I have philosophies on life that maybe differ from a lot of the other people sharing personal development content here. And so what I truly want to do is, rather than, make a video that just sounds light and airy-fairy and positive all the time, I want to share with you the exact things that have gotten me to this point. And sometimes they involve doing the work and really challenging yourself to shift and change your mindset. So let me know in the comments below which one of these you feel you're needing to most work on. Additionally to this, when we are talking about living your best life, if you're someone who still does feel a little bit stuck, maybe you are working on your mindset, but you just don't know what you want out of life or what you should be focusing on or what actions you can take, I also have a free workbook called How to Create Your Extraordinary Life. It's one of my most favorite things that I've ever created. It's totally free and you can download it using the link in the description. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today and staying to the end of this video. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.